Next, let us discuss about the tangent. What is the definition of the tangent? Let first write the definition of the tangent. Next, I explain. Let P be a given point on the circle. Let P be a given point on the circle, and Q be any other point on the circle. Let P be a given point on the circle and Q be any another point on the same circle. If the secant line PQ approaches the same limiting position as Q moves along the curve and approaches to P from either side, then the limiting position of PQ, secant line PQ is called the tangent line or tangent to the circle at P. The point P is called the point of contact of the tangent to the circle. The point P is said to be point of contact of the tangent to the circle. Okay? Suppose it is one of the circle. Please take this is one of the circle with the center C. P is one of the point on this circle and Q is another point on the same circle. These two are different. By joining these two values, we get one of the secant line. This secant line reduced into a tangent when it is possible. If the point Q moves on either side of the P, this side or this side. Suppose the point Q moves this side. So the position of the point Q reaches to this value, Q1. Say this value is Q1. Then the secant line it is PQ1. Suppose it reaches to Q2, then the secant line is PQ2. Suppose it reaches to Q3, the secant line is PQ3. So in this way, suppose this point Q approaches to P, that means here Q approaches to P, that means both P and Q are coincide, then the secant line reduced in this way. Then the secant line reduced in this way. Okay, in this case, the line does not cut the circle, it touches the circle at P. So this line is said to be a tangent at P. Here P is said to be point of contact. Let P comma Q are two different points on the circle. P is one of the point and Q is another point, and these two are different. If the point Q approaches to P, either side of a curve, this side or this side, Q moves and it approaches to P, then the secant line is said to be simply a tangent. The point of contact, here the point of contact P, here the common point P is said to be point of contact. P is said to be point of contact. Okay, please note the diagram. Please note the diagram. If P comma Q are two different points, then the secant line PQ, is said to be a tangent when, by using the limit concept, limit of Q approaches to P. That means Q reaches to P. P is equal to Q, then the secant line PQ is said to be simply a tangent. Please note this value also. Limit of Q approaches to P, PQ is said to be a tangent. PQ is said to be a tangent. Okay. Or simply it can be defined in this way. Suppose it is the circle, if the line touches the circle at only one point, any line is said to be a tangent to the circle if it meets the circle at exactly one point. Suppose L is equal to 0 is one of the line, it meets the circle at this point, This common point is said to be point of contact. Here it is the circle, it is a tangent. Any line is said to be a tangent to the circle only when it meets the circle at only one point. That common point P is said to be point of contact, or the definition of the tangent is also in this way. Okay, here the point of contact P is said to be, the common point P is said to be point of contact. In this case, the radius from P to the circle. That means radius is nothing but the line joining any point on the circle to center. The radius at P is nothing but CP. Here the CP is perpendicular to tangent. If L is equal to 0 is a tangent to the circle and P is the point of contact, then the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius through P. That means joining P and C. The radius by joining P and C. That means L is perpendicular to the line CP. CP is nothing but radius. Okay. Tangent is always perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. At the point of contact, it is very, very important. This angle is 90 degrees. Okay. Suppose center of the circle is given minus g, minus f, it is known value, and the line is known value. For getting the point of contact, it is nothing but foot of the perpendicular. To find the point of contact, we use the formula foot of the perpendicular. Say this value is h comma k. Say this value is h comma k. This line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. It is x1 by 1. For getting the foot of the perpendicular, we use h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y1 by b is equal to minus of ax1 plus b by 1 plus c by a square plus b square. Okay? Please note these points. Note. CP is always perpendicular to tangent. This is the first point. The radius is perpendicular to tangent at the point of contact. Second one. The point of contact P is nothing but the foot of the perpendicular from center of the circle to tangent. Point of contact is nothing but foot of the perpendicular from center to the given tangent. Foot of the perpendicular is h minus x1 by a is equal to k minus y by b is equal to minus of ax1 plus b1 plus c by a square plus b square. Okay. Next, length of the tangent. Length of the tangent. Suppose s is equal to 0 be the one of the circle. S is equal to 0 be the one of the circle, and P is any exterior point with respect to this circle. If the tangent through P meets the circle at T, that means T is the point of contact. If the tangent through P meets the circle at T, where T is the point of contact, then the distance between these 2 points, that means the length of the line segment PT is said to be length of the tangent. If the line through P meets the circle S is equal to 0 at T, then the line segment length PT is said to be length of the tangent. Okay, please note this point. Length of the tangent. If the tangent drawn from an exterior point P, if the tangent drawn from an exterior point P to the circle S is equal to 0 touches at T, then PT is said to be length of the tangent from P to the circle. PT is said to be length of the tangent from P to the circle, given circle. Okay, next. Very, very important statement. Length of the tangent from P x1 y1 to the circle S is equal to 0 is root s11. This length is nothing but this value is equal to root s11. The length of the tangent from P x1 y1 to the circle S is equal to 0 is root s11. Very, very important formula. Proof. Length of the tangent from P x1 y1 to the circle S is equal to 0 is root s11. Say the tangent through P meets at T, then PT is nothing but length of the tangent. Join CT, it is nothing but radius. This CT is always perpendicular to the tangent. Okay. And join PC. Here the point, given point P is x1 y1. The given circle is S is equal to 0. S is equal to 0 means, what is the circle equation? S means x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Here center of the circle is equal to minus g comma minus f, and radius of the circle is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c. These are the standard formulas. Okay. C means minus g comma minus f. Given point P x1 y1. Now we find the value of PT. Already CT is nothing but radius. CT is nothing but radius. It is a triangle. PCT is right angle triangle. By using Pythagoras theorem, we find the length of PT. Okay. Here R is equal to root of g square plus f square minus c. P x1 y1 is an exterior point. Is an exterior point to the circle, and the tangent through P meets the circle at T. The tangent through P meets the circle at T. Then length of the tangent is PT. Now we find the value of PT. Okay. Now from the triangle PCT, Here angle T is equal to 90 degrees. That means PC is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. CP square is equal to CT square plus PT square. Okay. It is the required value. PT is nothing but length of the tangent. Here CP is the distance between 2 points. CT is nothing but radius of the circle. Radius means R. So CP is equal to distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points is nothing but root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So CP square means x1 plus g whole square plus y1 plus f whole square. It is the CP square. Is equal to CT square is nothing but r square plus PT square. It is the required value. Here r square means r is equal to root over g square plus f square minus c. That means g square plus f square minus c. So by expanding we get x1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2f1 g square plus y1 square plus f square plus 2fy1 is equal to g square plus f square minus c. Okay, here g square f square g square f square are cancelled. That means plus pt square. Pt square is equal to x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. That is equal to, it is nothing but rotation of S11. Pt square is equal to S11. Pt is equal to root S11. If the point lies outside of the circle, S11 is greater than 0. So it is defined. If the point lies on the circle, length of the tangent is equal to 0. S11 is equal to 0. If the point P lies inside of the circle, S11 into meaningless. If the point lies inside, the number of tangents not possible. So length of the tangent is meaningless. Okay, if the point lies exterior of the circle, then length of the tangent to that circle is equal to root S11. Very important property. Okay, small example. Find the length of the tangent from P1, 1. Find the length of the tangent from P1, 1 to the circle x square plus y square plus 4x plus 6y minus 2 is equal to 0. We know that the length of the tangent is equal to root S11. What is the value of S11? x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 means plus 4x1 plus 6y1 minus 2. Here x1 y1 is equal to 1, 1. Substitute this value in this equation. So 1 plus 4 plus 6 minus 2. 2 cancel, root 10. Length of the tangent is equal to root 10. In some cases, the given equation is in this way. 2x square plus 2y square. Root S11 means x1 square plus y1 square. That means both the coefficients of x and y must be 1. That means it can be reduced into standard form. After dividing this equation with 2, we get the standard form. That means x square plus y square plus 2x plus 3y minus 1. Some say this value is 1. Minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. It is the value of s. S11 means x square coefficient and y square coefficients must be 1. Then only we write in rotation form. Okay, very important point. Next, note point. Please write this note point. Suppose this is one of the circle and it is the diameter of the circle. AB is the diameter. Diameter means it passes through center of the circle. The tangents at extremities of the diameter of the circle are always parallel. Suppose at A we draw one of the tangent, it is in this way. This tangent must be perpendicular to the radius joining A to C. That means it is perpendicular to this AC. Okay. Next, the tangent at B is, it touches at this value. It is the tangent. Okay. This tangent at B is also perpendicular to CB, but ACB are collinear. That means this tangent is, this value is T1, this is T2. This is perpendicular to line AB, this is also perpendicular to line AB. These two are perpendicular to line AB means these two are parallel. So the tangents at extremities of the diameter of a circle are always parallel. Please note this point, very important. The tangents at extremities of the diameter of a given circle are always parallel. Next, converse. If the two tangents are parallel, then the tangents are at extremities of the diameter of a circle. Converse is also true. If the two tangents are parallel, what is the diameter of the circle? Diameter is nothing but distance between these two parallel lines. Please note second point. If two tangents are parallel, then diameter of the circle is equal to distance between the two parallel tangents. Suppose ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0 is one of the tangent, ax plus by plus c2 is another tangent. These two are parallel. Distance between the two parallel lines is nothing but mod c1 minus c2 by root over a square plus b square. By using that formula, we find the diameter of the circle. Diameter of the circle is nothing but distance between the two parallel tangents. Distance between the two parallel tangents. Okay. Next, equation of the tangent. Equation of the tangent. Next, please note this statement. Equation of the tangent at p x1 y1 to the circle s is equal to 0 is s1 is equal to 0. The equation of the tangent at p x1 y1 to the circle s is equal to 0 is s1 is equal to 0. Suppose s is equal to 0 is one of the circle, p x1 comma y1 is any point on the circle, then the line through p and touches to the circle is said to be a tangent. Equation of this tangent is s1 is equal to 0. We can prove that the equation of this tangent is s1 is equal to 0. In a first year tangent and normals, already we know the equation of the tangent at a particular point. If p x1 y1 is any point on the curve, then what is the equation of the tangent at p x1 y1 to that curve? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Where m is the slope of the tangent and it can be done such that m is equal to dy by dx at x1 y1. dy by dx at x1 y1. By using the derivative concept, the slope of the tangent at particular point on the curve is dy by dx at x1 y1. By using derivative concept, we find the slope. Slope point form y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. In this case, also we prove this by using the derivative method. Or alternative method, second method we will discuss later. Okay. Next. Equation of the tangent at p x1 y1 to the circle s is equal to 0 is s1 is equal to 0. Proof. Equation of the circle s, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, and p x1 comma y1 is any point on the circle. P x1 y1 is one of the point on the circle. One of the point on the circle. Okay. At the point means that point must be lies on the circle. Okay. For getting the equation of the tangent, first we find the slope. Slope means dy by dx at that point. Differentiate the given equation on both sides with respect to x. We get 2x plus differentiating on both sides with respect to 2x of equation 1. 2x plus 2y into dy by dx plus 2g plus 2f into dy by dx plus 0 is equal to 0. Here 2y, 2f. dy by dx is the common term. 2y plus 2f is equal to minus of 2x plus 2g. 2 is the common term and dy by dx is equal to minus of x plus g by y plus f. Okay, 2 cancel. 2 is the common term. Now, the slope of the tangent m is equal to dy by dx at x1 y1. dy by dx at x1 y1 is nothing but minus of x1 plus g by y1 plus f. Slope of the tangent at p x1 y1 to the this circle is minus of x1 plus g by y1 plus f. So, equation of the tangent. Equation of the tangent is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to m means minus of x1 plus g by y1 plus f into x minus x1. Cross multiply. After cross multiplication, we get y minus y1 into y1 plus f is equal to minus of x1 plus g into x minus x1. By using the distributive property, it can be reduced into y1 plus fy minus y1 square. Okay, minus fy1 is equal to minus xx1 minus into minus plus x1 square minus gx plus x1 square. Sorry, plus xx1 gx gx1 plus gx1. Okay, Next, by rearranging these values, we get xx1 plus yy1 plus gx plus fy is equal to x1 square plus y1 square plus gx1 plus fy1. Okay? By adding gx1 plus fy1 plus c on both sides, adding gx1 plus fy1 plus c on both sides, then this equation can be reduced into xx1 plus yy1 plus gx plus gx1 means g of x plus x1. Okay, fy plus fy1 means f of y plus y1 plus c is equal to x1 square plus y1 square plus gx1 plus gx1 means 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. It is nothing but s11. It is nothing but s1. Okay, notation for s1 and s11. That implies s1 is equal to s11. But px1 y1 lies on the circle. Px1 y1 lies on the circle. Px1 y1 lies on the circle. On the circle means s11 is equal to 0. So s11 value 0. That implies s1 is equal to 0. Therefore, equation of the circle at px1 y1 to the circle s is equal to 0 is s1 is equal to 0. Okay? Alternative method. Say P comma Q are 2 points on the circle. P comma Q are 2 different points on the circle. Then the equation of the secant line PQ is S1 plus S2 is equal to S12. Already we proved this value. The equation of the secant line through PQ. Say P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2 are 2 different points on the circle. Then the secant line PQ equation is S1 plus S2 is equal to S12. Okay. This secant line becomes to tangent when Q approaches to P. Suppose limit of Q approaches to P, this secant line is nothing but tangent. Q approaches to P, this secant line is nothing but tangent. That means Q approaches to means Q is equal to P. Limit of Q tends to P means Q means x2 y2. Q means x2 y2. P means x1 y1. x2 y2 approaches to x1 y1. So S2 can be replaced as S1. S2 approaches to S1 since x2 y2 approaches to x1 y1. So this equation can be reduced into S1 plus S1 is equal to S11. 2 approaches to 1. So S12 means S11. That means 2 into S1 is equal to 0 since P lies on the circle. S11 is equal to 0. That implies S1 is equal to 0. It is alternative method. Please note this point also. The secant equation becomes to a tangent when Q approaches to P. By using the limiting concept, we find the equation of the tangent. S1 plus S2 is equal to S12. 2 approaches to 1. S1 plus S1 is equal to S11. S11 means 0. 2S1 is equal to 0. So S1 is equal to 0. It is the equation of the tangent. Okay? Next. Position of a straight line in a plane with respect to a circle. Position of a straight line in a plane with respect to a circle. In previous session we discussed about the position of the point with respect to the circle. Suppose S is one of the circle. S is equal to 0 is the one of the circle. Position of the point with respect to the circle means the point lies inside of the circle or on the circle, outside of the circle. For finding the position of the circle, first we find S11. If S11 greater than 0, then that point lies outside of the circle. S11 greater than 0, that point lies outside of the circle. If S11 is equal to 0, then that point lies on the circle. If S11 less than 0, then that point lies inside of the circle. To find the position of the point with respect to the circle, we find S11. By using that value, we find the position. That means S11 greater than 0 positive, we get outside. Okay, is equal to 0, that point lies on the circle. Less than 0, inside. Okay, similarly, position of the line with respect to the circle. The possibilities. First we verify the possibilities. Suppose it is one of the circle. It is one of the circle. This is the line. Please observe this point. This line cuts the circle at 2 different points AB. Suppose the line is in this way. It cuts 2 points. It cuts 2 points. Suppose the line is in this way. In this case, the line touches the circle. In this case, the line cuts the circle at two different points. Suppose all of these lines cuts the circle at two different points. More than 2 points not possible. Okay? If the line touches the circle at one point, that means it is a tangent to the circle. It is also possible case. Next, suppose the line is in this way. That means the line is away from the circle. That means neither touch nor intersect. Neither touch nor intersect. There will be three possibilities. How many possibilities? Three possibilities. It cuts the circle, or touches the circle, or neither touch nor intersect the circle. These are three possibilities. Position of the line with respect to the circle have three possibilities. Okay. If the three possibilities. Now, suppose the line cuts the circle. The line cuts the circle at two different points. What is the condition? Please observe this point. C is the center of the circle. Let L is equal to 0 be the line. This is the line. And S is equal to 0 be the circle with the center C and radius R. Radius of the circle is R. Say the perpendicular distance from center to this line is D. Perpendicular distance from this center of the circle to this line is D. Okay. In this case, the radius of the circle is from C to any point on the circle means extend this line. Say this is P. CP means R. Please observe these two values. Here, the value of D is always less than R, or R is greater than D. Okay. Say R with the radius and D with the perpendicular distance from center to the line. If R greater than D, R is more than D, then the line cuts the circle at two different points. Next, suppose the line is in this way. Here, the perpendicular distance from C to this is D, and radius is also same value. If D is equal to R, then the line touches the circle at one point. Next, if the line is away from the circle, then the perpendicular distance is D. This is the D. It is R. Here, D greater than R. If D greater than R or R less than D, then the line neither touch nor intersect the circle. Okay? Please note these points. Position of a straight line in a plane with respect to a circle. Let L is equal to 0 be a straight line and S is equal to 0 be a circle with the center C and radius R. Let D be the perpendicular distance from center C to the line L is equal to 0. Perpendicular distance from center C to the line L is equal to 0. First point. Line cuts the circle at two different points. Line cuts the circle at two different points. If and only if R greater than D. Please note this diagram. In this case, the perpendicular distance from center to the line is D. Radius is this. Clearly, R greater than D or D less than R, both are same. If R greater than D, then the line cuts the circle at two different points AB. Okay. Next, if the line touches the circle at one point, that is, the line is a tangent to the circle. That is, the line is a tangent to the circle if and only if R is equal to D. If and only if R is equal to D. This is the line L is equal to 0, center C. Perpendicular distance, this is D. This is nothing but radius R. Clearly, R is equal to D. If D is equal to R or R is equal to D, the line touches the circle at one point. That means it is a tangent to the circle. Next, last case. If the line neither touch nor intersect the circle, then perpendicular distance from center to this line is a D. It is D. It is the R. Clearly, R less than D or D greater than R. If R less than D, please write third point. The line neither touch nor intersect the circle if and only if R less than D. Please note these three diagrams. Okay. Next theorem. Please note this statement. The line y is equal to mx plus c. First one. meets the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square in two different points if c square by 1 plus m square less than r square touches the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square if c square by 1 plus m square is equal to r square. Has no point in common if c square by 1 plus m square is greater than r square. In this theorem, the circle equation is x square plus y square is equal to r square, and the given line equation is y is equal to mx plus c. That means mx minus y plus c is equal to 0. Line and circle are given. Already in previous case we discussed about these conditions. The position of the line with respect to the circle. Suppose the line cuts the circle at two different points. What is the condition? R greater than D. Touches the line. What is the condition? R is equal to D. If the line neither touch nor intersect, then D greater than R or R less than D. By using these properties, we can prove these values. Okay. First, equation of the circle. Given circle. X square plus y square is equal to r square. It is the equation of the circle. And the line equation is y is equal to mx plus c. Circle equation, please note this point. And the line equation is y is equal to mx plus c. That means mx minus y plus c is equal to 0. In this case, the center of the circle c is equal to 0, 0, and radius of the circle r is equal to r. Okay. Center 0, 0, radius r, r. In the first case, the line cuts the circle at two different points. That means in this way. First we find the perpendicular distance from center to this line. The perpendicular distance from center means center is 0, 0. The perpendicular distance from origin to any line is mod c by root over a square plus b square. So D is equal to, it is nothing but cm, perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance means mod c by root over a square plus b square. That means D is equal to mod c by root over m square plus 1. Okay. Since the line meets the circle at two different points, therefore D value is always less than r. It is the r. This is the radius. Radius is this is the distance d. D less than r. That means d square less than r square. D is nothing but mod c by root over m square plus 1. D square means c square by m square plus 1 is less than r square. Okay, first one is proved. C square by 1 plus m square is less than r square. Second point. If the line touches the circle, then c square by 1 plus m square is equal to r square. Touches the line means in this way. In this case, what is the condition? D is equal to r. D is nothing but perpendicular distance. R is the same value. D is equal to r. That means D square is equal to r square. Same values. In the previous case, D less than r. Here, D square is equal to r square. D square means c square by m square plus 1 is equal to r square. Next, third one. If the line neither touch nor intersect, that means as no point is common. No point is common means the circle the line neither touch nor intersect the line. The line neither touch nor intersect the circle. That means here the perpendicular distance from center to this line is d and radius is this value. Here clearly d is greater than r. In this case d greater than r. That means d square greater than r square. C square by m square plus 1 greater than r square. Okay, this is the proof. In another method, we can solve another method. Please observe this point. What are the given equations? Equation of the circle is x square plus y square is equal to 1. Y is equal to mx plus c. It is the line. Okay. First one. Meets the circle at two different points means these two are intersecting at two different points. By solving these two values, we get 2 points. That means substitute the value of y in this equation. That means x square plus mx plus c whole square is equal to r square. That means x square plus m square x square plus 2mcx plus c square is equal to r square. That means x square plus m square x square means 1 plus m square into x square plus 2mc into x plus c square minus r square is equal to 0. Please observe this value. It is the quadratic in x. Quadratic in x. If the line cuts the circle at two different points, then x1, x coordinate here x1, here x coordinate x2. x1, x2 are two different values. That means it has two different solutions. Two different solutions means delta greater than 0. This quadratic equation having two real and distant values. That means delta greater than 0. Delta means b square minus 4ac. By applying that value, we get that condition. If this line touches the circle, then by solving these two values, it is also quadratic. We have only one solution. One solution means delta is equal to 0. One solution means here x1 is equal to x2. That means both roots are equal. Both roots are equal means delta is equal to 0. Suppose the line neither touch nor intersect the line. Here it is the quadratic. Either the line neither touch nor intersect means there are no common points. No common points means there is no solution. That means delta less than 0. By using these properties also, we can prove that three conditions. Okay? Please note these points. Next, please note this statement, theorem. Very important. If the line y is equal to mx plus c is a tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square, then prove that c square is equal to r square into 1 plus m square. If the line y is equal to mx plus c is a tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square, then prove that c square is equal to r square into 1 plus m square. Okay? Proof. Here the given circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square. In this case, it can be done in two ways. In previous theorem, already we discussed about two methods. If r is equal to, then the line touches the circle. Okay. Or by solving 1 and 2, for touching the circle, we have only one solution. That means delta is equal to 0. By taking that value also, we can prove this value. Or third method also is there. In this case, we solve the problem. In this case, we solve this value, prove this value in this way. Suppose the line y is equal to mx plus c is the tangent. That means it touches the circle at one point. Say that common point is px1 y1. Say that common point is px1 y1. Let px1 comma y1 be the point of contact of that tangent to the circle. So, given circle x square plus y square is equal to 1 and tangent equation is y is equal to mx plus c. This tangent touches the circle at px1 y1. Say the tangent y is equal to mx plus c touches the circle at px1 y1. That means p is the point of contact. If the point on the circle is given, if p is any point on the circle, what is the equation of the tangent? S1 is equal to 0. Equation of the tangent is S1 is equal to 0. Here, what is the S? S is equal to x square plus y square minus r square is equal to 0 in standard form. Here x square plus y square is equal to r square is minus r square is equal to 0. Okay. The equation of the tangent at px1 comma y1 to the circle is S1 is equal to 0. S1 means, what is the meaning of S1? S1 is equal to xx1 plus y1 plus g of x plus x1 plus f of y plus y1 plus c. But here g is equal to 0, f is equal to 0. So S1 means xx1 plus y1 minus r square is equal to 0. Please observe this point. xx1, y1, g means 0. G of x plus x1 0. F of y1 0. Plus c means minus r square is equal to 0. Okay. It is the tangent at px1 y1. But from the given, what is the equation of the tangent? Mx minus y plus c is equal to 0 is the equation of the tangent. These two are identical. If the two lines are identical, what is the condition? A1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. x1 by m is equal to y1 by minus 1 is equal to minus r square by c. Okay. By equating these two values, we get x1 is equal to minus mr square by c, y1 is equal to r square by c. That means point of contact px1 y1 is equal to minus mr square by c comma r square by c. But this point px1 y1 lies on the line y is equal to mx plus c and the circle. Substitute this point px1 y1 in circle or line. This point must be lies on the line y is equal to mx plus c or the circle. So this point must be lies on the line y is equal to mx plus c. That means r square by c is equal to m into minus mr square by c plus c. Okay. What is the LCM here? R square is equal to minus m square r square by c plus LCM is C. That means C square. Denominator cancels C. R square is equal to, finally we get R square is equal to minus M square R square plus C square. That means R square plus R square M square is equal to C square. That means R square of 1 plus M square is equal to C square. That means C square is equal to R square into 1 plus M square. This is the third method. In first method, if the line touches the circle, what is the condition? R is equal to D. Radius is nothing but here radius R. What is the D? D is nothing but perpendicular distance from center. Center means 0, 0 to perpendicular tangent. Mx minus y plus c is equal to 0. That means mod c by root over m square plus 1. By squaring on both sides, r square is equal to c square by m square plus 1. C square is equal to r square into 1 plus m square. By putting r is equal to d, we get c square is equal to r square into 1 plus m square. Third method, another method. By solving 1 and 2, we get one of the quadratic in x. If it is a tangent, it has only one solution. That means delta is equal to 0. B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. By using that, c square is equal to r square into 1 plus m square. Okay, next. Please write the note point. Very, very important point. Suppose x square plus y square is equal to r square is the circle and m is the slope of the tangent. M is the slope of the tangent. Then what is the equation of the tangent to this circle? Slope of the tangent is m. What is the equation of the tangent? Then the equation of the tangent to the circle is y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Very, very important. Please observe this value. Given circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square. M is the slope of the tangent. If m is the slope of the tangent, then y is equal to mx plus c is one of the line whose slope is m. So let y is equal to mx plus c be the tangent to that circle. Already we can prove if the line y is equal to mx plus c is a tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square, c square is equal to r square into 1 plus m square. In the previous theorem already we proved this value. C square is equal to r square into 1 plus m square. That means c is equal to plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Substitute the value of c in this equation, we get y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Please observe this point. It is one of the circle. Suppose slope m is equal to 1 by 2. Slope 1 by 2. Slope is 1 by 2. Suppose one of the tangent is this way. Slope 1 by 2. Same parallel tangent, other tangent exists in this direction. These two are parallel. When they are parallel, the tangents at extremes of the diameter of the given circle are always parallel. That means there exist two tangents. If the slope is given, then there will be two tangents are possible. The two are parallel. So we take plus, we get one of the tangent, and we take minus another tangent. Okay, please note this point. Very, very, very important point. Let m be the slope of the tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square. Let m be the slope of the tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square. Then equation of the tangent to the circle is y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Equation of the tangent to the circle is y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. If we take plus value, we get one of the tangent. We take minus value, we take another tangent. The two tangents are parallel. These are obtained at endpoints of the diameter of the circle. Okay, next, second one. In this case, the center of the circle is 0, 0. Suppose the given circle is s is equal to 0. That means center is minus g, minus f. Then what is the equation of the tangent? Let m be the slope of the tangent. Second point. Let m be the slope of the tangent. Then equation of the tangent to the circle s is equal to 0 is y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Very, very important. If the slope of the tangent is given, then equation of the tangent to the first circle is y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. For the circle s is equal to 0, y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Please observe this point. In the first circle, center of the circle is 0, 0. Radius is r. Equation of this circle is x square plus y square is equal to r square. In the second equation, s is equal to 0. That means x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Okay. If it can be reduced into a perfect square, that means x square plus 2gx plus y square plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. By adding g square plus f square on both sides, we get x plus g whole square plus y plus f whole square is equal to g square plus f square minus c. It is nothing but r square. That means x minus of minus g whole square plus y minus of minus f whole square is equal to r square. This s is equal to 0 can be reduced in this form, x minus of minus g whole square plus y minus of minus f whole square is equal to r square. That means it is in the form of x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. Okay. Here the center of the circle h comma k is equal to minus g comma minus f. Suppose the circle is in this way. The center of the circle is h comma k, that is minus g comma minus f. Suppose the coordinate axes are transformed to this center h comma k, transformed in first year, rotation of axis and transformation of axis. Okay. If the center is transformed to this value h comma k, then this equation can be reduced into new transformed equation is x square plus y square is equal to r square. Radius is same. X square plus y square is equal to r square. Okay. X square plus y square is equal to r square. Any doubt? Next. Here, what is the relation between small x and capital X? Small x is equal to capital X plus h. Small x is equal to capital X plus h. H means minus g. That implies small x is equal to capital X minus g. Capital X is equal to x plus g. So, x can be replaced as x plus g. Similarly, y can be replaced as y plus f. If the equation of the tangent to this circle with slope m is equal to y is equal to mx plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. In the transformed equation, x can be replaced by x plus g, y can be replaced by y plus f. In the circle s is equal to 0, x can be replaced by x plus g, y can be replaced by y plus f. So, y plus f is equal to same equation. Y can be replaced as y plus f, x can be replaced as x plus g. Y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. If the center is 0, equation of the tangent is this. If the center is non-zero, that means s is equal to 0 is the circle, equation of the tangent is y plus f is equal to m into x plus g plus or minus r into root over 1 plus m square. Okay. Now, we find the equation of the tangent in parametric form. Next, equation of the tangent in parametric form. Equation of the tangent in parametric form. Let P of theta be any point. Let P of theta be the any point on the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square. Then equation of the tangent at P is x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to r. Then the equation of the tangent at P is x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to r. Equation of the tangent in parametric form for the circle whose center is 0, 0. Here, what is the s? S is equal to x square plus y square minus r square is equal to 0. Here, P of theta is one of the point on the circle. P of theta is one of the point on the circle. Say this is the tangent. P of theta means the corresponding point is h plus r cos theta comma k plus r sin theta. Here h comma k is 0, 0. That means P of theta is equal to r cos theta comma r sin theta is the point on the circle. The corresponding point at theta is r cos theta comma r sin theta. Say this value is x1 y1. If x1 comma y1 is any point on the circle, what is the equation of the tangent? S1 is equal to 0. So equation of the tangent at P to the circle is S1 is equal to 0. What is S1? x1 plus y1 minus r square is equal to 0. But what is the value of x1 y1? x1 y1 means r cos theta comma r sin theta. So x into r cos theta, that means r cos theta into x plus r sin theta into y minus r square is equal to 0. R is the common term. So x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to r. R is the common term, cancel R value. X cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to R is the equation of the tangent at P of theta to the circle x square plus y square is equal to R square. That means center is 0, 0. In the same way, what is the equation of the tangent to the circle S is equal to 0 at P of theta? The equation, second point, or note this point, note. The equation of the tangent at P of theta to the circle S is equal to 0 is x plus g into cos theta plus y plus f into sin theta is equal to R. In this case, center is not 0, 0. Center is minus g comma minus f. By using the transformation of axis, translation of axis, x can be replaced by x plus a g, y can be replaced by y plus f. So, in the previous case, the equation of the tangent at P of theta to the circle is x cos theta plus y sin theta is equal to R. At center is 0, 0. Here center is not 0, 0, minus g minus f. So, x can be replaced by x plus g, y can be replaced by y plus f. So, equation of the tangent is x plus g cos theta plus y plus f sin theta is equal to R. X plus g cos theta plus y plus f sin theta is equal to R.